Unfortunately, we haven't really got good fresh tracks to follow this morning, but what we found here is a Hammerkop, and he's busy killing a platana, which is a species of frog. Oh, and there it went, down in one go. So they got quite sharp claws, that's why he was taking his time while attacking it. Very interesting. Very interesting. You might go for another one. So as I was saying, when we were trying to fix Wendy the other night, after drive, I did a test to see where if Wendy got signal everywhere, and I actually drove down this road towards Philemon's Dip. And this was quite full of water a couple of weeks ago, and slowly it's been drying up. And that night I actually saw about 12 of those platana frogs, which are almost one of the few frog species that's almost completely spends 90% of its life in water if it can. Like 12 of them hopping down the road towards Gowrie Dam. Oh, let's see if you can find another one. So hiding in the mud, so he's just checking in the mud where they could be. Oh, saw something there. So a lot of your waders and water birds love when pans are drying up. Oh, there we go. He's got a big one. Now they've got very sharp claws. That's why we'll watch him. He'll peck it quite a lot. Is he going behind the stick? Oh. He'll peck at it a lot before eating it. And that's to ensure it doesn't hurt him on the way down with those sharp claws. Boom. So he's trying to make sure that the frog has almost stopped moving before he eats it, just to ensure those claws don't damage its throat. So he leaves it, and then every time it moves, pecks again. You can actually see a little bit of blood on the frog there every now and then. I think it's still moving. Scratch. So it's all the movement of the frog then. Pecking again. Oh, that looks like it's almost time for eating. If you ever pick up those frogs, I mean, those claws are incredibly sharp. And does that look like he's got an injury to his right leg? Maybe. Let me just have a closer look. Swollen at the top there. Let me just take a close-up picture and then I'll have a close look. It does look like it's got some form of injury on that leg. There's quite a large swelling at the top side of the leg, and it does seem to be favouring the left leg, but still seems to use the right leg for scratching and whatnot. But look, if anything, it's an old injury and it's just set in that position. It doesn't look like he's in discomfort. Oh, I think it's nearly time to eat. No, they're still moving, that frog. Incredibly tough amphibian platanas. You can still see a little bit of movement when it puts the frog down and doesn't want to take any chances. The reason it keeps repeatedly is that they actually do have quite a hard skull. So they're not the easiest frog to kill. They're quite robust. Oh, we got a bit of flesh out in that last one. Not convinced he's dead enough. Here we go. I think it's dinner time now. No, not quite. We're just trying to get a better grip on them to eat. Oh, the frog's still moving. Looks like it's got him in a good position. Yeah, definitely hopping along there. I think the thing's dead, Mr. Hammerkop. I can't see any movement. Gone. 2 kills in it in the space of minutes. Clean the mud out of its beak. Have a little drink. They're definitely favouring the left leg. The right leg looks like it's got an old injury. But as you can see, definitely not affecting its hunting prowess. Two big frogs like that, it's quite a nice meal for a Hammerkop. wait a minute or two, see if it starts looking for more. Yeah, probing the mud again. What happens is the frogs are probably trying to hide in that sort of half mud, half water slush. And not the smart ones that moved, but they won't try to move during the day, their skin will dry out. So if they do move, they'll have to move at night. Otherwise, unfortunately for them, everything's going to eat them if they stay in here. Good morning, Donna from Maine. Donna is asking whether birds have taste buds. I think they do. I'm not 100% sure. You'll notice that they're eating a frog, and you said frogs might not taste nice to us. Well, unless you're French, frogs' legs are delicacy there. And they're eating frogs, not toads. Toads have those bufo glands on the back behind their eyes that release toxins. That if you have a domestic pet that gets hold of a toad, they start foaming at the mouth, and that's from the bufotoxins. I would think birds do have taste buds to a degree, probably not as well developed as ours. If you look at the fruit species, the fruit-eating species, but I'm not actually 100% sure on that. Looks like full belly. Just gonna chill out till we get hungry again, and look for another poor stranded platana.